Eric Muathe, Muathe.com. Now this video is a follow-up to the video I did a couple days ago, and in this particular video that I'm referring to from a couple days ago, this is a follow-up, and in this video I discussed the Nikkei, the Japanese market, the TSX, the Canadian market, the Swedish market, and the ETF, the VGK. Now this is a follow-up. Let's take a look at some other world market charts. So before you watch this current video, go back to the previous video here to get a little bit of a sense of what I'm trying to say here. Let's begin with the Hong Kong market, the Hang Seng, and I'll draw a couple of lines. Line number 1, topside resistance or potential for topside resistance on the monthly. That's one line. Take a look at the other line, which is a backtest line. And this line corresponds with the break of this trend, which brought the market off the highs of 2015. We are coming back. As of mid-2017, we are testing that line. Failure to move above that line is definitely a sell signal. And we can also draw a line going back to find the break point in 2015. So we broke below here, draw a line from there, and you can see it is exactly where we are trading right now. It also so happens to be at about just above 61.8. So if all those three lines show that this is where it stalls, chances are around here with a rejection might suggest that the next major trend is for movement lower. Let's take a look at the next world market. It is the Footsie, and here I'll draw two lines. The first line is the topside resistance line, and so we are coming to make contact with that this month. Something to consider there. Take a look at another line, which is the backtest line from this break. That break right there brings the market lower, so we extend that line, and you can see in the current market, don't know that you can see that, but in the current market we seem to be hitting that line twice and we are being rejected. So as long as we are seeing this type of double top rejection, here's another market that is also pointing to potential for downside action, maybe even major highs, maybe even the beginning of a major bear market trend. Next, let's take a look at the South Korean market, and we are going to draw a line that goes back to 98, connects the lows of 2000, 2001, 2003, 2002. So these lows here, extend this line, should be somewhere around there. It gives us this break line, which is this movement lower. Of course, we get a bear market after that break. Let's extend that line. You see it coincides with another break of a trend here, which is the movement off the highs there. Let's extend it one more time. Should be something like that, and you can see that it is suggesting that around here we should be looking for an exit on a month-to-month basis. So that's the South Korean market. If we take a look at the Australian market, this is one market that had already given us a sell signal on the monthly. If you take the top side, it has already responded to this line, and there's also a backtest line, and I've been talking about this for many months. This line corresponds with the break here during this movement lower. So we extend that red line or backtest line, and you can see we tagged that line a couple months ago. We've been down since. So that's the Australian market, suggesting that still we are within dropping because we are below those two lines. So this one has already given us a sell signal. We'll see how far down it can go. We've seen a shallow pullback so far. Let's take a look at the French market. Now, interestingly here for the French market, the French CAC 40, if you take that monthly closing high, and this monthly closing high, join the two, should be something like that, we end up exactly where we closed this past month. So we closed exactly right there on that line. That's something to consider. Also, using the arrow, if we take the highs here through the highs there, we end up exactly where we are showing resistance as of the last 2 months. So there's your rejection line, or another way of saying that the top side is coming in play. So let's draw a line like that. Let's draw this line connecting the monthly closing highs. We can see we hit that, and we seem to be struggling to move above that level. And here on the French market, there's also a backtest line that we've been talking about. As you can see, we are coming back, and over the last 2 months we've been unable to move above that line. In fact, I can draw it a little bit different. So let's do that. I'll connect the lows here, the lows there, and extend it out right there. And you can actually see, if you squint, resistance here for this monthly highs there before we get this month-to-month drop. And now we are seeing backtest failure. So let's summarize this. What this is telling me, without any type of bias one way or the other, bullish or bearish, is I think the markets worldwide are concealing a major sell-off, which is imminent. As long as we are seeing this consistent resistance all over the place, what I get the sense is that markets worldwide are due for a major plunge. Eric Muathe, Muathe.com. As always, good luck, peace, and blessings. EACS.